Welcome to the Stronger Marriage Podcast with Trey and Lee. We have been missing for a while.
We're back.
We're back. Sorry, guys. It has been
Life happens.
Life happens. We have a child getting married, and we just pushed the podcast to the back burner, and we're very sorry about that.
Yes.
Thank you for those who listen,
Yeah.
and those who reached out and said, "Where are you guys? Are y'all dead?"
Yeah.
And we're not. We're back. Thank you. We're going to try and do this one, and we're going to try and knock one out before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening, and thank you so much for sticking with us when we haven't been very consistent.
Can we give a sneak peek announcement here?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't discuss this.
Yeah, no, I think we should.
Okay. So we have a big event coming up. We're going to make a big announcement on December 1st. But we are super excited to be doing another Stronger Marriage Getaway Weekend on February 13th and 14th. That's Valentine's weekend of 2026. So just coming up in about 3 months. We're going to be at a hotel in Dallas.
It's actually
Worth. Is it Fort
Dallas,
Worth?
Fort Worth area,
Okay.
yes.
I don't know exactly what the actual address is yet. I mean, we do, but I don't have it right in front of me. But anyway, getaway weekend at a hotel. You leave your kids with grandparents or something. Come spend the weekend with us. It's super fun. It's going to be different from our regular marriage workshop. If you've attended a workshop, this is going to be different. Okay, super fun.
We're going to talk a lot about intimacy,
Yes.
all forms of intimacy. Since it's Valentine's weekend, it'll be an intimacy workshop weekend. It's going to be so much fun. We've got a ton of giveaways. We're just excited about that time. Last time we had a lot of people fly in. We only have room for 100 couples. That is all the hotel will accept. And so
The meeting room, I think, has
room for 100 couples. And so we'll open it on December 15th and take the first 100 couples that can sign up. And we would love for you to come spend a weekend with us. Maybe you don't know what you're going to ask for Christmas, but you could say to your spouse, "Hey, I've got an idea. This is what I want for Christmas and Valentine's."
Right.
We want
A getaway weekend.
Yeah, I want a getaway weekend. You surprise me for Christmas that you're taking me Valentine's to Dallas, Fort Worth. Come spend the weekend in Dallas, see the sights, and spend some time having fun doing that. So that's the sneak peek. Also, let me throw out there, Odessa, Texas, December 6th. One-day event. We'll be there. We're excited about it. So won't be coming up pretty quick. Registration's open. You can find that on our webpage. Yes. All right. So what are we talking today?
So today we are talking about how to combat stress in marriage because, and I guess you could call it holiday stress, although stress in general, we all have stress in marriage.
But a lot of holiday stress right now.
Right now is just the time that there seems to be some extra stress because of the holidays. I was just telling Trey today, it just seems like every single day there's another invite coming across my phone, my laptop, something, come to this event, come to this event, come to this. And wow. And there's just so much going on during the holidays. So that causes stress, causes a lot of stress. So we want to just talk about, the negative impacts of stress, which and then we want to give you some just practical tips of how maybe you can relieve some of that stress, how you can avoid some of that stress, because it's hard on your marriage and family. So, but we want to kick off talking about
holidays.
Yeah, so fun question. What brought you joy during the holidays as a child? What's a memory, a favorite memory?
I grew up
tradition?
in a large family that was pretty poor, and so presents brought me
There was a lot of kids. There were 7 kids.
There was a lot of kids. We got one present from Santa Claus, one present from our parents that we knew was going to be clothes, and one present from one of our siblings that drew our name. And so I don't know how many times I would shake a present under the tree, trying to guess what was in there. And yeah, that brought me joy as a kid, laying under the tree looking at the Christmas lights.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite traditions or memories was actually going to the Christmas tree lot and picking out a tree every year.
That's cool.
We did the real tree. We didn't have an artificial tree that we pulled down out of the attic. We went and every year picked out, the real tree from the Christmas line. You had to find just the right one, look at all of them, turn them around.
That is really cool.
But that was that's a fun memory that I still think of. And then we put the big, those big old-fashioned bulbs on the tree.
That is really cool. We had one tree that came down every year, and get this, are you ready for this? My dad still uses that same tree every year. And it looks like it's 40 years old, too.
Not pre-lit, right? He has to stream that. was
No,
way before pre-lit trees.
It's a sad-looking tree, but that's it. But stress, holiday stress, man, it's a real thing.
So what brings us joy now during the holidays?
We got to do another one now.
What brings us joy now?
Well, I still like putting up my Christmas lights. We actually have Christmas trees up right now.
We do. We went ahead and put up.
But just family, being here, grandkids is fun.
Family is what brings joy. That's really what it's all about, is spending time with family.
They also bring stress.
They do bring stress.
They also bring stress when the grandkids come over and they want to we want to run the train, or we want to decorate the Christmas tree with dinosaurs, or whatever it is. But
that's fun.
It is fun.
That's fun.
It is fun.
So, but family. But holidays can cause stress. Stress is hard on marriage. It can lead to poor communication. It makes you cranky. Makes you just emotionally exhausted. It decreases your ability to be emotionally and sexually intimate with your partner when you're feeling all the stress and all of those things.
And those are good things for your marriage.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to effectively, talk about issues and to support each other when something's needed.
Yeah.
It's just a negative cycle. And it's almost contagious. Like, where if I'm stressed, you almost catch what I've got, like a cold or a flu. It's like, she's stressed, she's cranky, I'm cranky. We're both stressed because she's stressed or he's stressed. Yeah. So you understand, it just causes a strain on the relationship. It's not fun. So let's talk about some reasons why stress affects marriage negatively.
Okay. You want me to do the first one?
Yeah.
I think communication breakdown is one of those things. Mm-hmm. When we're stressed, we oftentimes struggle to express what we need, mm-hmm. and we don't do it very clearly, and we can become very defensive.
I think you should be able to read my mind.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things to where we don't always here's what I need, mm-hmm. And we just think well, she should know or he should know, and so we don't always do a good job. Stress kind of crushes the communication, and we need to do a better job communicating.
Yeah, it does. There's some emotional withdrawal that goes on when you're having stress. It makes it hard to even share your feelings and to emotionally support each other. So there's that.
There is sometimes it's just increased negativity. For some people, the holidays aren't fun.
Yeah.
But even those that are, that you've got the stress. Yeah, I mean, you remember the Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation. I mean, there was just that's the most stressful movie ever because everything. I mean, they just fit. The whole movie fits everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
But they're just increased negativity from people. Harshly speaking to one another with tone or with words. And so, there's just more negativity, it seems like, at the holiday time.
Mm-hmm. You can neglect relationship needs when you're dealing with stress. We tend to neglect quality time together, maybe intimacy, and other important aspects of your relationship. You just don't feel it when you're stressed. That kind of just takes over everything, and it's not. Like, connecting with your spouse is not at the top of your list when you're feeling really stressed.
Big one is unmet expectations or unrealistic expectations. Mm-hmm. And that one goes back to, I remember a quote specifically in Christmas Vacation where Clark's wife says, Sparky, I just think you always blow it up so big in your head, and you just think that it's going to be so big, and it doesn't meet his expectations, and Christmas is that way. Stress leads to unrealistic expectations from your partner, some project you're working on, a gift that didn't come in on time, but yeah, it's just part of it.
Yeah, it is. This is a real thing. It can physically impact your health in a negative way. Stress it does. It affects your health, especially chronic stress, which can further strain your relationship.
That is true.
So let's talk about how we can manage all of this negative stuff.
We already know it's bad. We don't like it.
You know that stress is bad. You know how you feel when you are stressed. So let's talk about how we can do better at not being so stressed.
All right, so help me. I need to know this. Go ahead.
All right. So the first one is to engage with one another to kind of explore what makes you stressed. Does that make sense? So this requires paying attention, listening, communicating.
So you asked, is this stressing you out?
Yeah.
Is this stressing you out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you feel like, wow, she's cranky today, maybe you should just say, hey, is there something that's stressing you? Yeah. Is there something I can do to relieve something off your plate?
You seem like you've had a hard day.
Yeah.
What can I do to help? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. If you're having a hard day, maybe you need to ask your spouse to listen to you. Maybe your spouse didn't pick up on it, and you just need to go, today was hard.
Yeah.
And you just get an opportunity to go, tell me about your day. What was hard about your day?
That's when you need what is it that we say? Do I need a bucket or do I need a tool belt?
Tool belt or a bucket.
Do you want me to fix it or do you just want me to catch what you're throwing my way?
Because I put on the tool belt sometimes and you just want the bucket.
Yes.
You just want me to catch your words.
Yes. I just want you to listen. But I may want both. I may want you to listen and I may want you to put your tool belt on and help to relieve some of the stress by doing something. Yeah. So that's the first one is communication. Communication is big.
Second one is share the load. Maybe you need to let your family help. Maybe you need to not be in charge of every drop of Christmas decorations. And maybe you need to understand that things may not have to be perfect. And it's okay if not every little branch on your Christmas tree gets fluffed correctly, or let your kids help with stuff. Ask your spouse, can you help do this? With the Thanksgiving dinner or whatever it is that you're working on. Share the load. Maybe make a list of here's some things you can do, or here's a list we need to do. I'll take these things, you work on those things. Right. And let the kids have a job too, but then don't redo what they've done.
Yes. But, okay, this is a big deal to people that have personalities like me.
Ooh.
You need to remember that things not being perfect might further stress some people out. So when I have expectations that something needs to be done a certain way and it's not, like the Christmas tree branches are not fluffed out, that stresses me out because I can't just sit in my chair and look at the pretty Christmas tree without thinking, I got to get up and go fluff those branches.
Yeah, there's a whole...
Because that's stressing me out. I just can't help it. That's how my brain's wired. I want things to look right and be right. And so at the same time, I can't expect every single little thing to be exactly perfect, but I need you to realize that certain things do cause me further stress if they're not done a certain way.
I get you.
So that goes back to communication.
Share the load.
That goes back to communication a little bit there. So you got to know your partner and realize, hey, that's going to stress her out if we don't do it that way. So,
there you go.
All right. But yes, help each other. Share the load. The next one is to exercise. When you're stressed, exercise is a great stress reliever. So we're not talking, this doesn't even have to be holiday time. This is these first few that we're talking about, communication, sharing the load, exercise, that can apply to any kind of stress that we're talking about. But when you exercise, it releases cortisol, which is just a natural stress reliever. God's awesome, isn't he?
He is. Is that why you asked me to go for a walk with you a while ago?
I think so, maybe. Like I said, it's getting close to holiday time. The calendar's starting to fill up. We've added a wedding to the mix. And I was like,
And I keep sending
go for a
you
walk.
stuff knowing, do you want to do this? And do you want to go here? And do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no.
exercise is a great stress reliever. And you may think, I don't have time to do that. It will make you feel better. So 15-minute walk, you can find time to do that if it will relieve some stress.
All right. Here's another one. Prioritize your time. As we've been talking about, we've had a lot of people and a lot of stuff come up that we've been invited to this and we've been invited to that, and I want to go here. So which one of those are a priority? And which one of those can we say, yeah, we're not going to do that? So prioritize your time. Which activities you're going to do? Kids activities, you may have to pick between some of them or try to do as many as you can, if they have school activities and stuff. But yeah, there are going to be some that are non-negotiable that you've got to do, but then there's some other ones that you can go, hey, we're just not going to do that this year.
We're not going to do it. Or, maybe if it's not something we have to RSVP for or way in advance, let's just decide that day. Do we want to go do that this evening, or would we rather stay home and watch a Christmas movie together?
Yeah.
Be flexible. Allow yourself to be flexible. If you're just not feeling it, if one of you isn't feeling it, then don't do it. Don't, if it's causing stress, it's okay. Be flexible. It's okay to say no to some stuff.
Okay.
Because like I said, kids have more memories from just spending time together than they do going to this activity and this party and that event and whatever else. They, like I said, going to the Christmas tree lot and picking out the tree and y'all remember putting yours up and those kinds of things, just spending time together. Those are the things that the kids are going to remember from year to year.
That's true. All right. So you talked a while ago about sharing the load and not everything has to be perfect. So I really think you need to do this next one.
Okay.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. That needs to be the motto during the holidays sometimes. And I have to remind myself that often. And sometimes I'll try, at the beginning, I think, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then when crunch time comes, like when it comes time to wrap gifts, and maybe I've started off wrapping them I like to wrap gifts really pretty and use all the pretty ribbons and bows and everything matches. And I like to wrap gifts and not use gift sacks. And but sometimes it just comes right down to, you know what? I don't have time to spend 10 to 15 minutes on each gift when I can put it in a sack in 2 minutes and be done with it.
2 minutes. I can put it in a sack
in 30
a lot
seconds.
less time than that. But no, I have.
You
I wrap some
gotta
presents.
find the tissue paper that matches,
you.
and you gotta put a tag on it.
But no, I get what you're saying.
The motto, yeah.
There are times we, pre-made cookies, we can do that versus having to do homemade cookies.
All the homemade stuff that takes time, and if it's a tradition and it's something you enjoy doing, as far as, baking all the things, then do it. But if it stresses you out, go buy some cookies.
Yeah.
Don't, it's good enough. That just needs to be the motto sometimes. Yeah. Simplify where you can. And remember, say it again, kids have memories from time that you spend with them.
Not things that you get.
I can go spend 2 or 3 hours wrapping gifts in my room, or I can take 30 minutes and get them all in a gift sack and then have 2 hours left where we can do something fun together. We can go look at Christmas lights or whatever. So, remember, it's good enough is okay.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right. So, you going to do this one? Setting boundaries?
Set some boundaries with family.
Extended family.
Yeah, maybe you can't this year make all 14 parties of family, and you have to have some boundaries this year, and talk to your kids about it. And that doesn't mean you neglect one side of the family and not the others, unless there's some problems with values that you don't share or something along those lines. But maybe it's a place that's not healthy. We get that, but try hard to share your time with family, but also set some boundaries. Sometimes you just can't do everything, even when it comes to family and family things, and that's hard. That's really hard.
It is hard. And if you're on the the receiving end of that. Is that the right way to put that? Like as us as parents with grown children, if they decide, hey, we want to do Christmas morning at our own homes, and maybe that's not the way we've done it the past few years, but they're creating their own traditions, and we need to respect that. And so sometimes that's very hard for us parents to let some of those traditions go that we've always done, but we need to remember that, our children have left. They've left the nest. They're leave and cleave. They've started their own family.
Sure.
It's okay for them to start their own traditions,
Our
as
kids-
hard as it might be to accept. We need to be gracious and let them do their thing.
Yeah. Our kids always spent the night at our house on Christmas Eve night. We had big Christmas morning breakfasts and things like that. Everybody woke up and saw what Santa Claus brought them. Last year, they all said, "Why are we staying at your house? We have beds at our house."
Since we've moved to Lubbock,
Yeah.
when they used to have to travel to come see us, we all piled in, but it looks different now that we all live in the same town.
Right.
So that's
We
okay.
accept that.
That's
We can
okay.
handle that.
That's okay. Spark playfulness in your marriage. Tell me
Yeah.
what this is.
All right, that is plan some date nights, some Christmas date nights, simple stuff. Go look at some Christmas lights. Man, we went last night and drove around the neighborhood and just looked at Christmas lights for a little while. Just have some fun stuff that you can do to just have a at-home Christmas date or
You
whatever
planned
it
one of
is.
those.
I did. We had a great time.
This last weekend, and you'd even put it on the calendar. I knew it was coming. You said, I'm going to plan the date. It was kind of an early Christmas date, but that's okay because we have
enjoy
fun
that.
doing all that. We painted Christmas ornaments. We cooked supper together. We watched a Christmas movie. So it was
played a
nice,
get to know one another game.
We
I
did.
thought that was really fun.
We had a little,
Couples trivia. If that's something you need, email us and message us, and we'll send you what we
Send you the
use.
list of questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. That was a great time. That we did that while we ate our dinner and just talked and answered our questions about each other.
Yeah, so have a little fun.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Pick you out a Christmas. I've got a list of Christmas movies I'd like to watch sometime.
Yeah. So here's some other ideas that we saw a list of. Make love under the Christmas tree. Maybe that needs to be a new tradition.
go.
Dance to Christmas music.
Okay.
Watch your favorite holiday movie that makes you laugh. Do an advent calendar. We've also done Advent studies, Bible studies, I guess, if that, where we read different scriptures each day. Playfulness in your marriage is good.
Two more, real quick.
Yep.
One is remember the big picture.
Yes.
We think November and December, of course, is about thankfulness, about faith, about family. It's not always about perfection. It's the reason for the season, faith and family. And just getting to spend time together is the main thing. And so remember what the big picture is.
Yep. And then give it to God. Ultimately, and we have down here Philippians 4:4-7.
Don't be anxious.
So-
Always be full of joy
Yeah. Oh, you got it
in
there.
the Lord. Say it again. Rejoice.
Rejoice.
Yeah. Let everyone see that you are considerate in all that you do. Remember, the Lord is coming soon. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all that He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your heart and your minds as long as you live in Christ Jesus. And that is a totally different translation that I have
Than
learned.
you're used to.
that I have read it out of so many times.
Right.
It's
That's
like, where is that in the translation that I usually use?
That's okay. But just give it to God. Give your stress to God. Don't be anxious. Don't worry about anything it says. Pray about it. Tell God what you need. Tell Him what you're feeling. Be thankful. Be thankful for all your blessings, for all of the blessings that come with the Christmas season, the holiday season. We do recognize that the holiday season is very hard for some people. Trey mentioned that early on. Sometimes it brings up painful memories, and it's not a joyous time.
This may be the first season that you have a holiday, Thanksgiving or Christmas, without a loved one that has passed, and it can be a very hard time. So be patient with yourself.
Lean on God if it's hard, if you're stressed, and ultimately what we said earlier. Remember the reason for the season. Spend time with family. All of those things that help relieve your stress when we really focus on what the holidays are all about.
Yeah. Can I tell you one thing I'm stressed about?
Yep.
I'm hungry. It's like 7 o'clock at night.
It is.
Can we go find food?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to go raid the refrigerator. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a great night. And we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. We promise.
Have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Yes.